Hey everybody, it's Lisa here. So guess what? We're making my seafood cheese pizza. Well, it's basically a crab cheese pizza. But anywho, if you know chi crab soup, it's delicious. You don't? That's okay. It's just like a crab bisque, basically, but on a pizza. And you can use artificial crab, or you can be like me and have the choice of either having real crab meat or artificial. Doesn't much matter. So let's get our pizza crust made first and then start on our fillings. In a small bowl, add 2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar or the optional liquid honey. To that, add about a cup and a half of warm water. Mix until the honey is well dissolved, and then place in 1 package of your pizza yeast. All right? Now you can stir this, but I prefer not to. So here we are. 1 packet. There we go. Then you're gonna cover. I knew those steamer bowls were good for something. You can use a cloth too, doesn't much matter. Now while that is doing its little yeasty thing, let's get working on our flour mixture. So for this, I'm going to use 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon salt. This time it's just going to be the Italian seasoning, no other additives. All right. Yummy. I'd say that was probably 2 tablespoons worth. Give a good mix. Okay, we want it really well mixed. Now that it's been at least 10 minutes, our yeast is ready, and you want to make a well in the center of your bowl. I just added 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We are going to give that a good mix. See? You want it to be like that, so that's a good sign. Preheat your oven at this time to 350 Fahrenheit. And now we're just going over and we're gonna pour in our mixture. Yay! And give it a good mix. All right, so you're just gonna give her a good mix. And then once you get see how it's thickening up already? That's amazing. Once you get a nice doughy consistency, you can use your hands if you want to. And then rim the bowl with olive oil. Place your dough back into the bowl and let it go into a warm environment to double in size. All right, we are kneading our dough, and this is what the rim of your bowl should look like. Don't worry, we're going to take most of this olive oil, rub it on our hands so that we can easily knead the dough properly without having all that stuff stick to it. See? It's already sticking to my hands. We don't want that. All right. Does it spring back? Oh yeah, it springs back. Okay, she is ready. So you get that all nice. Okay, now you're gonna cover this with a thin towel, like a little kitchen towel, big enough because this is a medium large bowl. And then you're gonna put it over a nice warm place. I like to put mine over my preheated oven with the door semi-opened, okay? That way it doubles and triples in size, so it gives me multiple purposes of usage. And don't forget to wash your frickin' hands. To this, clean your surface because you're gonna use it later. All right? All right, we have our spices. We have a cheese just in case we need extra. We have our crab meat. It's gonna be chopped real thinly. We have our Alfredo, our garlic, our shredded cheese, and our previously sliced vegetables. And yes, there's spinach going into this too. To your Alfredo sauce, we're gonna add about this much garlic. Hi-ya! Hi-ya-ya-ya-ya. And then we're gonna put about 2 to 3 tablespoons of margarine or butter of your choosing. It just makes it a little more creamier, you know? Now add just a little bit of salt, about a pinch. Add a little bit of Italian spice, about half a teaspoon. Add some ground black pepper, about a nice pinch full. And we're going in with some Cajun spice from Clubhouse. Also, about half a teaspoon. You are going to cook this on medium-low heat or medium heat until everything is well combined, the sauce is nice and warm, and the butter's melted and combined. All right, we have our crab meat cut up. This is artificial crab. You can use real crab. It doesn't matter. All right, my dough has doubled in size. Let's get her off and onto a flat floured surface. All right. Everything, that's fine. Every time. There you go. Okay, so going to nicely roll out our dough. All right, so get this dough nicely rolled out. My kids are doing their homework. It's all good. Yes, sir. The more you flour, especially lightly flour your surface, the better everything will be. Right? Whee! Put a lot of hard work, effort, and love into your food. Otherwise, it'll never turn out the way you want it to. And this is nice and warm, so it helps a lot. Okay, now this is nicely floured. You're going to flour your rolling pin. You can use your fingers and press out, but I'd rather use a rolling pin. And you're going to roll out your dough to your desired shape. All right, now I had rolled out my dough. We're going to put our lightly greased pan down, and we're going to see, oh yeah, it's gonna fit. Okay, remove the pan, and we're going to take this, all right, and we're just gonna gently roll our dough on top, like so, and place it on the pan. All right, just like so. Now you can trim some of the edges if you like, and then take some of your cheese and roll it into like miniature pizza cheese sticks, or you can put your cheese down and fold over for a, well, stuffed crust. All right, everybody, so this is what it's looking like. Hubby asked for stuffed crust, so we used the cheese and we stuffed the crust. All right, so we have the Alfredo sauce here with Cajun spice and everything like that. We're just going to dollop it around before we spread it all over our pizza. This is going to give a really nice flavor. You want a really nice flavor pizza, trust me, it works. Everything that I put into my pizzas and my food work. And they're so delicious. All right, so that's that. Okay, I will be washing my dishes pretty soon. We're just gonna spread this evenly across our dough so that everything gets nicely coated in our sauce. All right, so coat that sauce and don't be afraid. Like, I used over half the jar, so about 2/3 of the jar of Alfredo sauce. You can make homemade Alfredo sauce and it works just as good, if not better. So if I was you, use homemade Alfredo sauce. This is what it looks like. Let's zoom in. Ah, perfect. See, every little thing coated evenly from edge to edge, corner to corner. Beautiful. Now I have pre-cooked spinach here. I know if you don't like spinach, it's okay. If you like collard greens, you can use that as a substitute. Or if you don't like any of that, leave it out. It's okay. That is optional. But this is my pizza, so I do what I freaking well want. So dollop just about anywhere you feel like it. All right. Now we're going in with our vegetables, our other vegetables, which is mushrooms. Just kindly place them wherever you feel like it. Got some onions there. Some people like onions. I'm not a big fan of onions, so this is probably going to be my husband's favorite side. He likes mushrooms. He's a big mushroom guy. And an onion dude. He loves his onions. But yeah, so one side's gonna be with onions, which is his side, because I think that would be more appropriate. And then your bell peppers, of course, just sprinkle them wherever. Doesn't matter where you place them, because they're gonna be eaten, right? So, like, common sense. Just common sense, everybody. All right. So we have our mushrooms, our onions, our bell peppers. Put some color over there too. Yeah. And then what you're going to do with the rest of your stuff, of course, is you're going to, where am I going to place it? I'm going to place you right there. You're going to add your crab meat after this. It's not that, like, this is really, really simple. And I'm going to show you in a minute here what this looks like currently. So then you're like, oh, that's so simple and so easy. Yeah, it is. It really is. And it's super delicious, super freaking healthy. Like, I mean, it's really healthy. Right? Awesome. Okay, cool. Here, I'll show you guys. See? That's what it looks like so far. Isn't that delicious? All right, this is what it looks like. Super delish. And here's what it now looks like. Look at that. Our hard work and effort has made a beautiful cheesy seafood pizza. Well, it's called cheese crab pizza, but yeah. Only thing that's really missing from this is the black olives. Yeah. Alright, let's put it in the oven. Alright, just took this bad boy out of the oven. Look how perfect and golden this is. Cheese. Cheese crab pizza. Alright, awesome. Let's serve it up. Alright, here we are. This is what it looks like. Perfect. You even have the stuffed crust. Let's try it. That is delicious. Make this. It is real good. Creamy. Saucy, cheesy. The vegetables make it. So yes, make this.